I don't know where to begin. I really don't know where to begin, wrestling fans. WWE's done it again. WWE's put on a main event where I've watched up to the main event, and now I'm done watching. Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns are on my television right now. I really could care less what happens because it is so predictable. They are in the United Kingdom, Manchester, and pretty much guaranteed. And I know it was taped. Raw and SmackDown. But did not look at the spoilers. But pretty much guaranteed that Roman Reigns is going to walk out victorious. No doubt in my mind. Not looking at the spoilers, you could pretty much guarantee that. All you gotta do is look at the build. Baron Corbin, in his promo tonight, WWE showing WWE backstage, and how Baron Corbin kept on getting the upper hand. Roman Reigns getting the information from Shorty G. All this stuff. I'm going to lead to a Roman Reigns victory. Not saying I have a problem with that, because quite frankly, I don't like Baron Corbin whatsoever. Baron Corbin is one of those talents where he would be much better being on house shows and not on TV. Because he does not draw me any interest into watching, especially at the top of the hour, the beginning of the show. But y'all let me know what you're thinking about that in the comments below, amongst everything else that we're going to be discussing right here on the SmackDown review. When I think of this SmackDown, I really think of how WWE used to put on shows that we all would sit on the edge of our seats, wrestling fans, and say, I can't wait to see the entire show from top to bottom. What an extraordinary card this Monday night's going to be. This Friday or Tuesday night's going to be. You got The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. You got Eric Bischoff as the general manager. You have The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, Undertaker and Triple H. End of an era. You have that build. You have Teddy Long doing his shtick as a general manager. You have John Cena coming out and doing his shtick. Even when you have this era of talent, you have Seth Rollins taking on Roman Reigns. You have Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose all in one big rivalry. All on the show, all intertwined on their way to WrestleMania to see who's going to face Triple H. All that stuff going on. That's in this era. But WWE now is putting on shows that really are just not worth watching the main event. It's like they look at everything that is worth watching, we're going to put that before the main event, and we're going to make the main event just either watchable or just forget it. It's too predictable. So why watch it? Why watch something that we know it is a pretty much guaranteed... Wait a minute. King Corbin actually won. I was wrong. King Corbin actually won, wrestling fans. King Corbin won because of help of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. As it's saying here.
Then he followed up with a Superman punch to Robert Roode. Now things get funky. Ziggler in the ring. Roman Reigns, though, with a spear. And off the distraction, King Corbin, with the end of days, knocks off the big dog, Roman Reigns.
So they didn't send the fans home happy. Well, I guess it depends on what fan you are. Because Roman Reigns was not getting the biggest pop in the UK when he first came out. So I guess it depends. But really overall, WWE really has to work on what they do with the main event. Really has to work on what they do with the main event. It is too predictable anymore. Too predictable. It's like, whatever. Just like the New Day versus the Revival. The New Day versus the Revival. Let's just be honest with this. The New Day getting the tag team championships tonight, or this afternoon, happened for a couple different reasons. Number one, WWE is slowly but surely getting the New Day on their way, making the New Day to become the not only the longest reigning tag team champions in history, but having them hold the titles more times than any other tag team in WWE history. That's number one. Number two, it's a consolation prize for the former WWE champion, Kofi Kingston. And number three, when you go into the Survivor Series, what looks better? Revival being tag team champions? Or what does it look better on paper? The New Day being tag team champions. If you ask me, it's the New Day. Yes, it is. Sell more tickets that way, wrestling fans. No doubt in my mind. That's another reason. Have the New Day in there as tag team champions. Looks better, without a doubt. Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, they took on Shorty G and Ali. This was simply to try to get... This entire tag team matchup is to play into the storyline of Daniel Bryan. Sooner rather than later, wrestling fans, we are going to see the Yes Movement, I think, come back. And if it's not the Yes Movement, it's going to be something for Daniel Bryan to turn into a babyface, and he'll come up with something. Whether it's the Yes or not, I have no idea. But he will turn babyface again. Dana Brooke and Carmella defeated Fire and Desire. Who cares, wrestling fans? Who cares? Dana Brooke and Carmella are in the Women's Survivor Series matchup. Does anybody care? I don't, and I'm sure you don't either. Why? Because Corey Graves, Dana Brooke does not have a chance in getting elevated to the next level at the Survivor Series. Nor does Carmella. They are both stagnant. This is just a spot for them to get on the card. And honestly, to be blunt with all the wrestling fans, and I'm sure there's going to be some other people that describes it this way too. They put Dana Brooke in there because they need somebody to eliminate very quickly. So it's Carmella. That's it. Dana Brooke will be one of the first ones on the SmackDown team to get eliminated. Mark my word. Sasha Banks defeated Nikki Cross. Look, I think Nikki Cross could be a good competitor, a good woman to take the title off of Bayley later on down the road. Way on down the road. But this thing with Shayna Baszler and Bayley and Becky Lynch, definitely really good so far. I would like to see now when NXT does come on the attack, them not get the upper hand. Have Raw and SmackDown fire back on NXT when they show up on the shows. Make it look like Raw and SmackDown also are not just some weak links. Okay? You have to make it where, it's going to be an actual fight at the Survivor Series. Not NXT going to just wipe the floor with them at the Survivor Series. And other than that, nothing happened on this show outside of Daniel Bryan getting destroyed by the Fiend, Ray Wyatt. We know his next path. But, like I said earlier about Daniel Bryan, will Daniel Bryan have this yes babyface movement? Or will it be kind of a dark babyface movement, and that's the type of character he'll have? A dark persona come out. We'll find out. I'd like something different besides just the yes movement again. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Whatever the case, Daniel Bryan versus The Fiend at Survivor Series sounds like a good match to me. Let me know what you're thinking about it in the comments below. Now, go back and watch anything you missed next week. I have some good content out for you. So, tune in. And until I see you then, this is Webby. And I'm getting out of here. So I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.